everyone, so today I wanted to do a video using certain products on half of my face and then other products on the other half of my face. A lot of these are new to me, or I just haven't given them a fair shot. So I have them like sectioned off. Also, just ignore my hair. I fell asleep with it wet last night, and I always put coconut oil in my hair because it tends to be dry, and I put a bit too much, so it's doing a thing now. We're just gonna let it pass. Anyways, I'm gonna start off with primer. On the right side of my face, I'm going to use the Fenty Soft Silk Pro Filt'r Hydrating Primer. If you hear any noise or anything, construction, all that, I live on the noisiest street, so just ignore it. But we're gonna just put that on the back of my hand. I just did one pump, and we're going to put that in. I've been having some breakouts on my chin as well, so just ignore that. We'll deal with that, obviously. Also, if you have any tips, I would greatly appreciate it. Although in the past couple days, it has been getting better. On the other half of my face, on the left side, I will be using the Farsali, the liquid glass. People say it's like a serum, but I bought it because mostly I found that people use it as a primer, and I think it's gorgeous. It has this like iridescence to it. It's like really watery. There's hyaluronic acid in it, but it has this beautiful iridescence to it. So let's see. Kind of smells like citrus. And like I didn't even use a whole like, what is it called? A whole pump, I guess, of it. And that I still have some on my hand. Very dewy, which I love. I do have like combination dehydrated skin. So if you have oilier skin, you probably will like the Fenty side better. That's it for primer. Moving on to the Essence Fresh and Fit Awake Makeup Healthy Glow. I'm gonna be using this on the Fenty side. I've been trying this for the past couple of weeks, and I really like it. I'm gonna use a sponge for this just because lately I've been getting back into my sponge. I'm just gonna pack on a bit extra on the breakout zone that we got going on. Even with the sponge, that's giving really great coverage, and that is a really good tone for me right now. If you want to build up the coverage, I think you can, but right now I really don't mind the coverage. It's definitely not full. You could probably build it up to full. Probably. I'm not going to. For this side of my face, now beware. This is too light for my skin tone at the moment. Height of winter, this may be too dark for my skin tone. This is Fenty. This is the Pro Filt'r Hydrating Longwear Foundation in the shade 120. I'm just gonna take the same sponge. See, usually I'm used to it being this shade and then just oxidizing, which I think that's what I was going for when I bought this, because obviously you can't try it on, and so I had to order it online because they don't have Fenty in Israel. It's a little light. Will warm my skin tone up, don't worry. That's what cream bronzer is for. I look like a ghost. Oh my God. Who knew something to be too fair for me? God. I'm dying. That's so interesting. Okay. I could tell you already, forgetting about this shade, because wow, even my neck is darker than this. There's less coverage than there is with the Essence one. And I don't think I like it as much. It looks a lot heavier. I don't know if it's because of the primer or not, but I see a lot more pores over here. It's clinging to this area of my nose, which that never happens to me. And I have like a vein over here. I don't know if you could see it, but I usually can cover that up. Maybe I need more. I don't really want to use more though. I took like the smallest amount. I'm just gonna go over this. Like usually I don't need extra coverage on my cheeks, but I just feel a little bare right now. Now this is definitely a look. Save me. Cream products, they better be good. They are good. Actually, the one that I picked for this side is my classic one that I always use to compete with a new one. We're gonna move on to concealer. This is the Covergirl Trublend Undercover Concealer. I don't remember what, oh here. I got it in the shade Light Nude. That's what it looks like. Beauty Guruing it up. I don't really like to use a lot. And on this side, I'm going to be putting the Physicians Formula Concealer Twins. I got this to see if it could potentially be a dupe for my MAC Studio Conceal and Correct Duo. I need this peach shade. That's what I need. The yellow, not so much. I need this peach shade. Unfortunately, you can see it's not, I don't think it's close. It just came out a lot more peach, but it does look a lot sheerer than my MAC one, so I'm just gonna kind of put extra. I'm not scared, you're scared. And whatever is left over on the sponge, just use that to prime, cancel out my lid situation, which I usually don't do because I have oily lids, but I'm not really doing anything to my eyes today. We'll see. That definitely has good coverage. Like I can still see some under eye circles. Definitely like canceled out most of my dark circles. I could use a bit more to just kind of sit there. Like if you could see right there. Okay. I'm just gonna let that do its thing. And then I'm using the other side of the sponge on the other side, which it has now, if you could see, it was not originally that color. It definitely oxidized. I'm hoping that will seriously cancel out dark circles that I've got going on. It canceled out the blue tones that I have, but there's like no coverage at all. To layer something on top of this. This is really great for canceling out and then layering on top like my Covergirl, because like together I'm sure they would actually work really well. But by itself, I mean, we put some extra Covergirl on. I guess we could do that for Physicians Formula. Try to build the coverage, but it is very lightweight. That vein is still there. Like I still see it. It's less. It doesn't stretch as much as the Covergirl one did. Let's see if that did it. Covergirl one is good. I like the Covergirl one. Still love my Makeup Revolution one more. If I had to reach for something, I would probably reach for my Makeup Revolution one. Just saying. I need to quickly set my under eyes. I don't have a powder for that. I don't really have many powders. I only have one. I can already tell you that I absolutely adore it. To make sure there are no creasing. I'm using my usual Essence banana powder. Okay, maybe this side is getting better, or maybe I'm just getting used to this side. Like it's still not sitting as nicely as my Essence one. Essence one like looks flawless. Maybe it's getting to, I don't know. I'm so confused. The right side of my face, I'm using the Fenty Cream Bronzer. This is the Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Bronzer in 02 Butter Biscuit. That's actually what it's called, which I think is really cute. I'm just gonna go in, and you've been using this. I mean, really only for the past couple weeks, but something that I have noticed is that you really gotta build it up. If you want, oh, this brush is laying it down nicely. It's the Morphe G14, and what I used before was the Morphe E4, and what I used before that, Lord, was the Real Techniques 402, and then I also used the Real Techniques sponge. Anyways, taking this little cream brush, running it along my nose. Then for the left side of my face, we're going to be using the Sosu by Susan Jackson. This is the contour stick in the shade Cool. I still gravitate towards this guy just because it's so easy to use. It doesn't need to be built up, which I love, because after a while, you just kind of know how much you need. I lay it down. It's very fast. I don't need to like work at it, you know? Although because I have to build up the Fenty, like there's a beautiful blend. It is a lot more cool tone than the Fenty. I definitely am looking crazy. This is a lot more warm tone than this. Moving on to highlight. For the right side of my face, hair, I feel like in videos, the further and further along I get, gets weirder and weirder. I just don't like using hot tools on it if I don't have to. My hair, we'll just float right past that. Well, I'm gonna be using, there's a theme here, I made a big Fenty order. The Fenty Killawatt Freestyle Highlighter Duo. It's a duo. It's not, I mean, I think that you can get these as singles as well. I'm not really sure. Okay, this is what it looks like. So I'm just gonna probably be using both. I'll start off with the less intense, less metallic one, which is the Mean Honey. That's Mean Honey. And I'm gonna kind of, the way I put on highlighter lately, I can just put it everywhere on my cheek. I don't drag it down. I definitely keep it here, but I no longer go in like a line because I find that that doesn't look natural. Or just the highest point of my cheek, I'm going to be taking the smallest amount of this guy, the Hustler Baby, that's what it's called. And the S is a $, which is so cute. Okay, I'm gonna be putting that right here. You could do this with your finger too. Actually, it probably would be a better idea. Okay, the smallest amount, just pat it along here. Oh my god, wow. Holy Lord. It's definitely more champagne-y than what I usually put on. I can't stop looking at it though, it's so pretty. I love dewy skin, I love it. This is the Natasha Denona. This is the Bloom Face Glow palette. And it's gorgeous. It's so pretty. This guy. It's like, it's definitely more pink. Definitely more pink. Like a lot more pink. Two very different highlights though. This actually could be gorgeous layered. I mean, as if these two like alone aren't enough. I tend to take a pencil brush and go in. I'm also still going on with Mean Honey, which for me, I look like a stronger Cupid's bow highlight. So maybe actually Hustler Baby will be better, but that's a little dark. Let's try for my nose. Right here. I'm just using Hustler Baby. Hustler Baby. It's too dark. Let's try the Natasha Denona one. By the way, the name of what I used was Glow Extreme, which, yes, it is. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Yeah, for like my skin tone personally, the Natasha Denona one definitely is better, but this is gorgeous, gives like a really beautiful dewiness. While we're here, I'm just gonna put that on my inner corner. Why not? I wouldn't usually use it for an inner corner highlight. It's just too pink for me. Who knows, maybe I'll layer Hustler Baby on top. Let's try it. There are no rules. There are no rules, okay? Very pretty. Now I'm going to be doing the Physicians Formula Natural Defense Triple Defense Multicolor Stick Sunscreen. It's like a really pretty rosy tone. This is the True Mauve. There's 20 SPF in it. It's supposed to help with blue light, with pollution, all that kind of stuff. Take this random brush and I'm gonna put it on top of everything we just did. Okay, it's layering on top of that powder that highlight really nicely. The other side, I'm going in with the Fenty Cream Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Blush in the shade 02 Petal Poppin. Used a Fenty cream on this side, so now I want to try a Fenty cream on this side. That is so pretty. This is definitely more peachy tone. Sorry, the honk interrupted me. Powder, I don't really have anything for it. So something new, the only powder I got that's new is the Fenty Invisimatte. This is what they say is their blotting powder. It's in the shade Universal. I believe this is the only one at the moment. And this is what it looks like. I don't use it as a blotting powder. I use it in my T-zone and I love it. Just gonna take it with like a little powder puff and go wherever I get oily. It's like seriously blurs out your skin. I'm just gonna go in with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish and Natural. I'm gonna go over everything with like the smallest amount. There's barely any on the brush, just to make sure, not the moves. I'm gonna go in with a bright shade on my lips. This is Fenty, the Stunna Lip Paint in the shade Uncensored. It is their like true red. Oh my god, there's like a lot on that brush. I feel like I look like the Queen of Hearts right now. That's really pretty. And that was fairly easy to apply. It's like a serious true red. I'm trying to feel like how it feels on your lips, but it feels really, really good. It doesn't feel dry enough necessarily. It doesn't seem to be clinging to any fine lines. I just feel a lot paler now. I'm just gonna be adding a bit more of the bronzers to each side, I think. Okay, and then maybe I'll put some more blush. That will be the end of the skin. I think I'm just gonna put on my brows and mascara, but I did want to try another thing that is new, which is the this is the Soap Brow. Now I've tried this several times. I find that it clings to my hair. I just don't get the hype over it. I do love the way a feather brow looks, but I think I prefer it with a clear brow gel. But let's try. Maybe if I brush out powders first. I also feel like sometimes it like, if I do this after I do my face makeup, it can actually like cling to the foundation and like kind of remove it. I mean, it is so, I really hope this doesn't just ruin everything. I'm gonna take a clean brush. See, there are like some clumps and it looks good. It definitely like in my brow shape look really nice. So this is my more problematic side. My arch here doesn't have as many hairs. My arch on that side. I like it, kind of, because for me, that is still a bald spot. And over here I have some bald spots as well, and I can't leave those alone, you know? Like it bothers me because it's not, I like the fluffy look of it, but it's just not exactly. Maybe I'll wait for it to dry and then I'll do my normal, like filling in where it needs to be filled in. In the meantime, I guess I'll do mascara. This side, I will do the Milk Kush Mascara, which I've been using a lot. I actually think I need to throw this one out. Excuse my alien face for a minute. It's really, really pretty. For me, recently, it just hasn't been enough. I do love my NYX Worth the Hype mascara. I get so many compliments when I wear it. Oh my god, I can't get it open. Side by sides. Other than the fact that I've bent the Milk makeup brush, it's not actually supposed to be bent. They're very like similar in the way that they're both they're huge and they're fluffy. The Milk Make one actually is bigger and fluffier. This one has like more tapered end to it. It could be because it's the end of my Milk Makeup's life right now. Like it's not, I'm like really stretching it with that one. So it comes off looking like clumpier and not really elongating my lashes as much as I would like. I have to like really layer my Kush mascara up. Do you see a difference? Do you see a preference? For this side of my face, we're gonna be using the Fenty, the Baby What It Do Makeup Refreshing Spray. This is the dewy one, as I said. On this side of my face, wow, that's really pretty. That like really melted everything and you could seriously see such a difference, but I still see that clumping going on and that never happens to me. Like on this side, that's not happening. It just laid down so beautifully. Whatever. On this side, I'm gonna be using the Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 Replenishing Primer and Setting Spray. Oh. Beyonceing it up. I can be the hello. That was very aggressive. That was a lot from that setting spray. I was very aggressive from the Too Faced setting spray. I was not prepared for that. I like the Fenty setting spray better. It just kind of like, as it says, it's a dewy setting spray. It just, everything kind of melted together. It made this dewiness. You know, my forehead, you could see it. On this side, I see over here my powder clinging. I don't know if that's the way it looked before. I don't think it's the way it looked before because it doesn't look that way on this side. It's weird because it doesn't feel powdery, but it is doing something over there. The Too Faced one may work better as a primer. I don't know, but for now, for me, I think the Fenty Dewy setting spray is where it's at. It's a lot less aggressive. I'm gonna wear this throughout the day, give updates. It is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So I will see you guys soon for an update on how this is all looking. Bye. Oh my God, I forgot that I wanted to wait until my brows were set from the soap brow and then fill them in. So I'm just gonna do that. Okay, so this is my first check-in. Let's see what time it is. It's 4 o'clock right now, so it's been about 2 hours. As you can see, to just show you. Yeah, definitely the lipstick kind of comes off. But it's mainly in like the center. Also, like I have been eating, so that's been going on. So, oh my God, I have something in my teeth. Okay, basically, as you see, this is what's going on with my face. Am I noticing anything? I'm still seeing that powder. There is still collecting over here. It's not happening over here. I don't know. I definitely have some opinions right off the bat, I think. But we'll wait till the last check-in of the day to really give my final opinion. My hand is shaking so much. I'm trying not to. But yeah, basically this is what's happening with lipstick. I just wanted to show that. The Fenty powder is keeping like my T-zone pretty good. Yeah, I think I look. And it's technically a blotting powder, not a setting powder, so I can't really fault it if I do have more oiliness going on, I guess. This is me. I was a little oily in my T-zone. But as I said before, like I can't really fault my Fenty powder because technically it's a blotting powder. It's not really a setting powder. So I just took my powder puff, and it's like a trick that I do. I don't add any extra product. Whatever's left over on it, I just kind of go over those areas. Excuse my bed in the background. I got cozy. I've already edited today's video. Over here, I got some mascara. While I was doing that, cleaning my hand like that. I think my makeup is still looking good. Obviously, the lipstick is what it is. I've also been eating, by the way, so, you know, this kind of makes sense. If I were going out, I would definitely like fix it up a bit. I don't think it completely needs to be reapplied, but definitely on the inner portion, I would fix it. By the way, did I say that? It's 8. It's been 6 hours that I've been wearing this now. And there's a really loud truck outside. I did like use a tissue, so around my nose it is a little red. Over here, that's where you can see how the powder reacted to the Too Faced. So that's a thing. I'm not sure that I'm loving the Fenty. As you can see, it is definitely like collecting around my nose still. Yeah, and I just feel like around my nose there's this like extra shine. Like it's just not making my pores look great. On this side, I mean, like I did rub some off when I blew my nose before. But everything overall over here is looking fine. I don't seem to be having any issues with it. Okay. What's different about my face?
So, the right side.
This isn't, you're not on the news. Yes.
Rena, you just ruined the moment. Cut.
No, yada.
Cut.
No.
Cut.
So it is now 10. It has been 8 hours of me wearing this makeup, and my friend Shoshana, who you saw in the previous clip, said that you could definitely tell a difference between the mascaras, and she prefers the Worth the Hype mascara on the right side. And then she's also said that she likes the Essence foundation more than the Fenty. And she could definitely tell a difference that they were 2 different shades. Although she kept on saying that it was stronger when she meant darker. So I'll see you guys in 2 hours. I'm gonna go watch 21 Chump Street with Shoshana right now. It's officially been about 10 hours, a little over, since I did my makeup today. As you could see, lipstick is pretty much gone. I would definitely reapply it at this point, but it lasted quite a while. So I think that that is a success, and it hasn't been uncomfortable on the lips, hasn't been drying, cracking, flaking, nothing like that. When it comes to the foundation, I prefer the Essence foundation. When it comes to the concealer, I prefer Covergirl, although I feel like the two together may be really, really great. The Physicians Formula and the Covergirl together, I think that that would be amazing. The bronzers, they're just both so different. I love them both. The blushes are both gorgeous. The highlights are really, really, really gorgeous. I think I'd most likely go with the Natasha Denona just because I feel like it just suits my skin tone better. But also, like, I don't know, the Fenty one is gorgeous as well. They're both very different. The Fenty one gives off more of like a wet, dewy look, whereas the Natasha Denona one is more metallic and like in your face glow. What else did I use? I would definitely use the Fenty spray, as well as the NYX with the Hype Mascara. I think I'm going to be throwing out the Milk Makeup one. I think it's met its time at this point. I love the Liquid Glass by Farsali. I'm curious to see it just with the Essence foundation, because I don't think that the Fenty foundation gave it a fair shot. I do think I'm more oily on this side, which could be because of me using that Farsali Liquid Glass as a primer. The Soap Brow is nice, but truthfully, I feel like my brows look the same as I always do them. They always hold up this much. They do feel pretty, you know, set in place. So if you do have brows that tend to feather and, you know, go everywhere, wherever they want to go, then this could be a good thing for you. For me, my brows listen to me. They know they'll get in trouble if they don't. Yeah, my brows did not move at all. The concealer on my eyes did crease. The Physicians Formula creased a lot more than the CoverGirl one, but I knew that was gonna happen. It always creases on me. I have very oily eyelids, which is why I need to use an eyeshadow primer versus a concealer to cancel out the veins on my eyelids. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll put everything down in the description below. If you guys want more of these, follow me. I post a lot on my Instagram more than anything else, and I would love to do shorter videos like this on my IGTV over there as well. And I haven't mentioned this, but I have a giveaway going on there as well. So if you're a resident of Israel, you should apply for it. There are actually 2 ways to enter. So you could have 2 entries. I highly recommend it. Really, really great products. And I guess I'll make a video and talk to you guys soon. Bye.